Welcome to 12 Apostles Helicopters, guys. My name is Lisa. I'm going to be flying you today. We're off to have a look at London Bridge and the Apostles. Roughly just a 15-minute return flight. West. So we'll turn to the right here, guys. We'll cross the coast, and as we do, we'll get a nice view of all the Apostles just out the right-hand side. We have 7 stacks in total that make up our Apostles. Originally we started with 9, but we had one collapse back in 2005 that left us with 8. Since then, a second of the features has been demoted because he's considered too small to be counted anymore. So we now have just 7 stacks in total. We're coming up alongside the final 2 stacks. You've got one with the pointy top and the second with the flat green top. After that, all the features have their own individual names based on how they look from ground level. After this next one on the right, the shorter 2 stacks following it are called the Twin Sisters. Left of that we have the Salt and Pepper Shaker. It looks like 2 joined together. Left of that again with the jagged top is called the Razorback Ridge. The next feature in front of us, shaped like a seahorse, is called Muttonbird Island. This is where the Lockhart vessel ran aground back in 1878. We had just 2 survivors out of 54 passengers and crew that were on board. After this stack we have the point known as Broken Head. North of that the Sherbrooke River. And then the feature with the hole through the middle is called the Baker's Oven. It was given its name because it was thought to look like an old-fashioned wood-fired pizza oven. The next feature coming up straight ahead is called the Sentinel Rock. It is the final and tallest feature of the Fort Campbell National Park, standing just under 75 metres tall. It's roughly the height of a 20-storey building. Coming up on our right-hand side is Port Campbell Township, home to just over 600 permanent residents. It's only quite a small town. We can have the population swell up to 3,000 or 4,000 each Christmas and New Year period. It's quite popular, being so close to the National Park and the Apostles. The next little stretch of beach on our right is called 2 Mile Bay, and the feature straight ahead is called the Arch. On the far side of the next headland, after the arch, we'll see London Bridge just tucked around the corner there. You'll notice there's a big gap down the right of the feature, spanning 40 to 45 metres across. This is where the second archway used to connect it to the mainland. Unfortunately, it collapsed into the ocean back in 1990, leaving 2 people stranded out on the rock. Nowadays, it's more commonly being referred to as the London Arch instead of London Bridge. And there's just a single archway through the middle and freestanding from the coastline. This is London Bridge coming up just on our right hand side. There we go, London Bridge now just out the right. We'll turn to the left here, guys. We'll climb up a little bit higher and then we'll head back towards the Apostles. This time we'll see all the features out the left hand side of the aircraft. Oi.
Tayo ka.
You can see straight into Port Campbell Bay, just off to the left there, guys. There's the pier on the end. It's where our local fishermen lift their boats in and out of the water. Coming up on our left once again is Sentinel Rock, our tallest feature, just under 75 metres tall. And to the right of the Sentinel you can see into Double Bay or Twin Bays, home to one of our colonies of fairy penguins. Coming up on our left with a hole through the middle is the baker's oven. Then in the corner to the right of it, we've got the Sherbrooke River. After that, we've got a Broken Head, and then Muttonbird Island that's shaped like a seahorse or a question mark. So once again, Muttonbird Island is the site of the Lockhart shipwreck. Directly behind it, you'll see a narrow stretch of beach just at the back of the cliff line known as Lockhart Gorge, named after the vessel. It's where the Lockhart survivors took refuge. And after that, from left to right, we have the Razorback Ridge with the jagged top, the Salt and Pepper Shakers, and then the Twin Sisters. Directly after that, the next feature with the flat green top is the first of your 7 apostles. Coming up ahead on the far side of the lookout wall, the final 2 stacks after the Apostles are known as Gog and Magog. They're both separate to the Apostles and the only 2 features nowadays that we can see from ground level. They sit on the sand below the Gibson Steps. That staircase we'll see in front of us as we cross the coast to make our descent. And then we'll get a nice view of all the Apostles in line at the left-hand side once again, so good time for a photo. We'll cross the coast here, guys, then we'll make our descent back into the heliport, and we'll get a nice view of all the Apostles in line just here. Thank you very much for flying with us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the flight. When we land, to remind you not to operate the doors. The ground staff will come out and escort you from the helicopter. I'll assist you with your seatbelts as well. So just keep everything buckled up for me until they come and get you from the aircraft. Thanks very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed the flight today.